What's up YouTube, Edgar Kai here, bringing you an action figure review. Today we are looking at the Marauder from Doom Eternal. This is a McFarlane Toys figure, and the presentation on this guy is just really impressive. I think this is a major upgrade from the Doom Slayer / Doom Guy figure that we got, the Space Marine, and he just has great articulation. You could just see already that he has a ton of detail, solid paintwork, a nice accessory, and I'm just excited to show you guys this really cool figure that's based on a character that has really great design. I think they really captured that very well, very well. Alright, let's take a closer look here. See, those horns are really nice. Has a great sculpt. Has a little bit of dry brush going on, so it's not just a flat plastic color. You have a nice mouthpiece. The eyes are clean here. Little veins that are painted in the head. That red is looking nice, standing out against the green as a complementary color. The armor looks clean as well, has a nice metallic effect with the green dry brush, some brown rusted dry brush coming out as well. Look at the sculpt of the armor here, really nice. And the articulation is well hidden, right? You can see there's a joint in there, and there, and there. Before we get into articulation, you can just see how this looks though, right? Nice clean joints. Right, here's the other side of the gauntlet. Nicely painted hands here. I mean, the presentation on this figure is just great. You can see the bullets here. They are not painted a gold or anything like that, which I think they should. Right now it looks like they just went away and cut some corners and used the same paint scheme that's on the waistband there. We have the mark right there. I think it's the Sentinels, I forget. This is a soft plastic here. I think this is where his shotgun goes. In the game, at least. Nice metal skulls. They even have a little rust quality inside the teeth and stuff, so a lot of attention to detail. Very clean. Looking good, right? My camera's freaking out, so forgive me if it makes a lot of noise in reviews. But look, I have these nice cracks on the back, and they're not symmetrical on each side, so it's nice to see things asymmetrical and looking good. Alright, here is his crucible type axe weapon here. Try to stay focused here. This also has a nice paint job on the handle and on the top. Very nice sculpt. I love the way this looks. We have all those markings inside of it. And this is a clear, translucent red plastic, so that's very cool. This is what it looks like if we put something behind it, right? Just using my phone. It has a nice effect. It would be cool if this lit up somehow, but that is asking for quite a bit. The other accessory we have is the Black Doom base. Just a matte plastic, very basic, holds the figure well with the Doom logo. So for the articulation, we have quite a good amount. He has a ball joint in the head here, which is nice. The horns are a slight softer plastic than the rest, so that's good, at least it won't crack. Now for the shoulders, we have articulated shoulder plates. This is great. This is on a ball joint. This one as well, very nice, which means that the arms can go out about this much, in, forward, back, right? We can rotate at the elbow here. We can bend at the elbow with a nice hidden joint, and you can see that the elbow has a ratchet in it, so it can hold things fairly well. With the wrist, we can twist as well as move forward and back depending on the angle that you do it at. We have a ball jointed abdomen joint here, and then at the waist another ball joint, which is nice. The other arm is identical to this arm here. Legs can go about this far because of the side plates here, only about that much. You can go forward, back about this much. You can bend the knee. It's like a single jointed knee here that can be bent. It's only a slight rotation of the legs up here, right? So there's no cut joint to rotate at the thighs. The feet seem to be on a ball joint, so this is great. I love this movement. So he can move a lot. This is a great improvement on the Doomslayer figure, 100%, in terms of articulation. Alright, so here he is next to the Doomslayer here, and you can see they're pretty much the same height. Doomslayer definitely has way more bulk on him. I mean, look at the size of his arms compared to the Marauders, right? Definitely jacked. I believe in the game, if you go into photo mode, you'll see that the Marauder has a significant height advantage on the Doomslayer, especially online. He looks huge if you play the multiplayer battle mode. So I think the scale is off. I know Doomslayer is a big guy, but I think, at least as of now, as I recall, he is taller than the Doomslayer. We can see the difference here. Doomslayer has a gloss black base. I'm blocking the light a little bit. And the Marauder has a matte black. So the gloss definitely makes it a little deeper in black, and the matte makes it just look a little lighter, you know? But together they do look really cool. Now this is a custom painted, tweaked Doomslayer, so yours might not look the same as mine. You know, I did some weathering to him and just made the armor pop out a little bit, because the base version, he was just a little too bright looking and it didn't complement the sculpt as much. I think pretty much on all fronts the Marauder is a better figure. The articulation's good, the paint is really good, and I think just an overall presentation, he looks great. And the original Doomslayer, he has articulation, but it's not as smooth or as natural as this. Like, he clicks a lot, and he's kind of hard to move, and he is a pretty agile character. And it's nice to see that the Marauder can reflect that a bit more than the Doomslayer. Now, the major gripe that I have with the Marauder figure is the lack of a shotgun. And you can see he has a trigger sort of hand here, and even he has the holster for the shotgun that's sculpted on, but no shotgun. So this one comes with the Doomslayer, and it looks pretty good when you put it in the Marauder's hand. So let's try that out. Should be fairly simple. There we go. So he just looks super cool with the shotgun, right? Have a little pose session here. Get dynamic with it. Right? I mean, that just looks pretty cool if you shoot in the sky. So the addition of the shotgun would have been great. I'm not sure why he didn't come with the shotgun. I know he was revealed early before the game came out, and maybe it would have been spoilers to show the figure with the shotgun, but it could have been a mystery accessory or something. But at least we got the cool Crucible type axe here, which is really cool. Now, this figure's great. I really hope that they redo the Doomslayer, like a 2.0, maybe with a slightly different color scheme, but definitely with updated articulation. Maybe give the Doomslayer, the Crucible weapon, another gun. I don't know, but I would love to see a 2.0 of this guy with the updated articulation like this. I think that'd be great, but pretty sure that's a long shot. Now, before we wrap this up, I do want to point out that the axe is kind of a soft plastic, so this isn't very good. So that's another gripe that I have that I forgot to mention earlier, which means that if he's holding the axe from here, or for you to see a little bit on the camera like this, over time, maybe after a month, it's going to start looking like this. So I advise that if you guys have this, have him hold the axe a little higher up so you don't have a warping over time, because this, it's not very strong, you know what I mean? So you could hold it up like this. You see it's not a real problem. You can see a bend a little bit, but over time it's going to droop down. So just to point that out. Alright, so to wrap this up, I think this is a great figure. I've been doing a lot of McFarlane reviews lately, and I'm really impressed with the stuff that they are pushing out, you know? This is a really cool 7-inch figure with great detail, nice clean paint application. I'm not going to customize this guy pretty much at all. I think he looks really good so far, and I really wish he just came with that shotgun. But nevertheless, I think if you have the Doom Slayer figure, you want to get this guy. He needs to have someone to fight, right? And they look really cool when displayed together on the shelf. I think if you're just a Doom fan, and if you want at least one cool Doom action figure, I would go with this one. I think he's, obviously he's not the Doom Slayer, but just in terms of articulation, paint, and overall presentation, he is the winner as a base figure coming right out of the factory. So that pretty much sums up this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're still playing Doom out there. Keep slaying those demons, rip and tear, until the next time I see you.